Let me ask you a question. How badly do you want it? No, really, think about it. I'm talking about the thing that's burning inside you, the dream you've been carrying for years, the goal that you can't quite shake even on your toughest days. How badly do you want it? If your answer is badly, then that's good. But let me tell you something. You've got to show the world how badly you want it. You've got to prove it with every ounce of your being. Wanting something isn't enough. It's not enough to talk about it. It's not enough to fantasize about it. You have to act. Action is the proof of desire. If you want success, if you want change, if you want to make it happen, then it's time to step up. Success doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't sit around hoping that you'll come and grab it. It's not sitting around waiting for you to feel ready. You've got to go after it. No one will hand it to you. No one is going to show up and magically solve your problems. If you want something, it's time to take the wheel. Every day you sit back, wait for things to fall into place, you lose time, and time is something you can't get back. Every second you wait is a second closer to someone else beating you to your dreams. So I'm here to tell you, now is the time to act. No more excuses. If you want to succeed, it starts right now. The urgency is real, and if you don't act today, you might find yourself asking, what if? Years from now. Don't let that happen. Listen, I know it's not easy. I know there are days when you feel like giving up, when the weight of your responsibilities is crushing you. I know you've been knocked down, and I know you've faced obstacles that feel impossible to overcome. But I also know this. Everyone faces those challenges. You're not alone in this. You are not the only one who has felt like they couldn't make it. You are not the only one who has doubted themselves. Every successful person you admire, whether they're a celebrity, an athlete, or someone in your own life, has been through struggle. They've faced setbacks, failures, and moments when they wanted to quit. But they didn't. They kept going. The struggles you face are not unique to you. But here's what is unique: how you respond. Will you fold under pressure, or will you stand up and push forward, knowing that the only way out is through? Let me be clear. The time to act is now. This moment is the most important one you'll ever have. Not tomorrow, not next week, not after you feel more prepared. This moment right here, right now, is the only time you have to take action. Are you ready? Are you willing to stop procrastinating, stop making excuses, and start making moves? You can't afford to wait any longer. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to act. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It will never come. The truth is, no one is going to come and take control of your life for you. This is your journey. You are the one who decides if you're going to make things happen or let things slide. Right here, right now, you have the power to take control. You can't wait for permission. You can't wait for someone else to give you the green light. The green light is already here. It's called today. So take control of your future, take charge of your actions, and go out there and start creating the life you want. This is your moment to rise. It's easy to sit back and say, one day I'm going to, but guess what? One day never comes. Talk is cheap. Words are nothing without action. What are you doing to make it happen? What are you doing right now, today, to make sure your dreams aren't just dreams, but your reality? I want you to think about that for a second. Look at the difference between the person who talks about their dreams and the person who actually takes action. The first person stays stuck in the planning phase, always preparing for the right moment. The second person goes after what they want, even when they don't have it all figured out. If you want to succeed, stop talking about it. Start doing. Take one small step. Take one big leap, but take that step and keep going, one foot in front of the other. Think of your life like a car. You have the vision, the desire, the dream. It's all sitting there in your mind waiting to be put into motion. But without action, it's just a car sitting in park, idling, wasting energy. Action is the engine. Without it, all that potential is useless. Without action, that car of yours, it isn't going anywhere. It's just sitting there burning fuel with no destination in mind. What's going to make you move? What's going to get you off that starting line and onto the road of your dreams? Action. Don't let fear or doubt keep your car in park. Shift into gear and take that first step. You're never going to get anywhere if you just sit and wait. You've got to push the pedal to the metal. Here's the truth. There is no such thing as the perfect time. Stop waiting for everything to align. Stop waiting for the stars to come into perfect alignment. They never will. If you wait for the perfect time, you'll be waiting forever. There's always something else you can prepare for, some reason you can put it off, but you can't wait. You have to create your perfect moment. Look at every successful person you admire. They didn't wait for the right time. They made their time. They acted. Even when things were uncertain, they made the most of what they had and pushed forward. You don't need all the answers. You just need the courage to start. That's what will create the perfect moment. You don't have to have everything figured out. The road ahead doesn't need to be perfectly paved, but you do need to start. I know it can feel overwhelming when you think about everything you need to do, the big goals, the massive tasks. It can feel impossible. But here's the thing. It all starts with one step, one decision to move forward. It doesn't matter how small that step is. It doesn't matter if you're starting with nothing. What matters is that you're moving. And that movement, no matter how small, will take you closer to your goal. So don't get stuck in thinking about how big the journey is. Think about this. What can I do today to get a little closer? Take that first step, and the rest will follow. Here's a hard truth. No one is coming to save you. No one else is responsible for your success. Your life is in your hands, and it's time to take full responsibility for it. If you want to change your life, you need to stop blaming external circumstances. You need to stop pointing fingers at others and start looking in the mirror. Your choices got you to where you are today, and your choices will get you to where you want to go tomorrow. Take ownership of your life. Don't let the world dictate your future. You have the power to decide what happens next. So stop waiting for someone else to give you permission. The power to create your future lies within you. Let me tell you something. Hard work isn't glamorous. It's messy, it's exhausting, it's frustrating. There are days when you want to quit. There are days when it seems like all your effort is going to waste. But here's the truth. The hard work is what makes the success worth it. Success doesn't come without sacrifice. It doesn't come without effort. You're not going to get there by taking shortcuts or wishing for it. You get there by showing up every day even when you don't feel like it, by putting in the hours when no one else is watching, by continuing to move forward when you feel like you can't take another step. So when you feel like giving up, remember this. It's the hard work that's going to get you where you want to go. The sweat, the sacrifice, the hustle, it's all part of the process. Embrace it. Think of success like building a house. Every decision, every action, every step you take is like laying down a brick. You don't build a house in one day. You don't get to the top in one giant leap. But if you keep laying those bricks one after the other, day after day, you will build something that lasts. Are you laying your bricks? Are you doing the work even when you can't see the finished product? The foundation you're building today will support your success tomorrow. Keep laying your bricks. Keep putting in the effort. Eventually, you'll stand back and look at what you built and be amazed at how far you've come. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Some days you'll feel fired up and ready to conquer the world. Other days you'll feel like crawling back into bed. But success isn't about motivation, it's about discipline. Discipline is the key that keeps you going when motivation fades. It's the muscle that pushes you to keep going when you'd rather quit. Discipline is what keeps you on track no matter how hard it gets. When you have discipline, you keep showing up, doing the work, and staying committed, whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is what will carry you through the tough times and bring you success in the end. Listen to me. Motivation isn't the answer. Motivation is like a spark. It burns bright and fast, but it fades. What you need is discipline. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after the spark is gone. If you want to win, you need to get comfortable with discipline. You need to learn how to keep going even when you don't feel like it. When the initial excitement wears off and things get hard, discipline is what will carry you forward. Make no mistake, sacrifice is a part of greatness. You can't have everything and achieve everything you want without giving something up. You'll sacrifice time, you'll sacrifice comfort, you'll sacrifice sleep, you'll sacrifice immediate pleasures for long-term success. But here's the kicker. Every sacrifice you make now will pay off in the end. Every moment you give up will be worth it when you look at the life you've built. So don't shy away from sacrifice. Embrace it because it's part of the price of greatness. Let me tell you something. Fear is not your enemy. It's your guide. You've been taught to run away from fear, to hide from it, to avoid it at all costs. But what if I told you that fear is actually a signal that you're on the edge of something great? Fear shows up when you're about to step outside your comfort zone, when you're about to do something that will change your life. Fear doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you should turn back. Fear means you're on the right track. Fear means you're about to grow. It means you're about to take a leap towards something bigger than you'd ever known. So stop fighting it. Embrace it. Because every time you face your fear, you're one step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Imagine this. Fear is like an alarm bell. It rings loud when something important is happening. If you hear it, don't panic, listen. It's trying to tell you that you're on the verge of growth. Think about the last time you felt fear. Maybe it was before a big presentation, or maybe it was before taking a leap of faith. That fear wasn't there to stop you. It was there to alert you that something bigger was on the horizon. Fear isn't the problem, your response to it is. When you feel fear, recognize it for what it is, an opportunity. Fear is the warning light on your dashboard telling you to pay attention, to rise up, and to move forward. When you learn to interpret fear as an indicator of growth, you'll find that it no longer controls you, it propels you. You've been avoiding fear for too long, it's time to step into it. I want you to imagine something. You're standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down. Your heart is racing, your palms are sweaty, and your mind is telling you to turn back. But what if I told you that everything you want is just on the other side of that fear? Every successful person has stood at the edge of that cliff. They felt that fear, felt their hearts pounding, but they didn't run away. They didn't back down. They jumped. And when they did, they found freedom. Freedom to be who they were meant to be. Freedom to live without limits. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. But I'm telling you, the other side of fear is where your dreams lie. The other side is where your potential is waiting for you. So step into it. The freedom you seek is on the other side of your fear. Doubt is normal. It happens to everyone. You'll doubt your abilities. You'll doubt your choices. You'll doubt whether you're on the right path. But I need you to hear me clearly. Doubt is temporary. What matters is what you do with it. When doubt knocks on your door, don't invite it in. Don't let it set up camp in your mind. You have the power to decide how you respond. You can let doubt paralyze you, or you can let it fuel you. The difference between successful people and those who never get there is how they handle doubt. Successful people don't let doubt stop them. They use it as fuel to push harder, to prove themselves wrong. They know that doubt is just a test of their determination, their belief, and their will. You're going to face fear. You're going to face doubt. But the key to overcoming them is your mindset. You need to rewire how you think about fear. Instead of seeing it as a barrier, start seeing it as the fuel that propels you forward. When you feel that fear creeping in, don't panic. Don't shrink back. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, this fear is not here to stop me. It's here to push me toward my next level. It's here to remind me that I'm capable of more than I think. Reframe fear in your mind. Fear is not the enemy, it's the ignition that starts your engine. When you harness it, it will drive you toward your goals. So don't just face fear, use it. Let it be the fuel that powers your journey to greatness. Confidence doesn't come from a compliment or a pat on the back. True confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn. It's earned through action. It's earned by showing up day after day and putting in the work, even when no one is watching. Think about the most confident people you know. Do they act confident because they were born that way? No. They became confident by overcoming challenges. They became confident by pushing through fear, doubt, and failure. Confidence isn't a gift, it's a skill. And here's the secret, you can build it too. With every action you take, you add another layer to your confidence, and with each small victory, that confidence grows. So if you want to be unstoppable, start earning your confidence. Confidence is just like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It's not something that magically appears. It's something you develop over time by consistently taking action and stepping into discomfort. When you first start exercising a muscle, it feels weak, it hurts. But as you keep going, that muscle gets stronger. Confidence is no different. At first, you might feel unsure. You might feel like you don't belong. But the more you push yourself to act, the stronger your confidence becomes. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you're exercising your confidence. So even if you feel scared, even if you feel uncertain, take the step anyway. The more you do it, the easier it becomes and the stronger you'll feel. Confidence doesn't come from one big win. It comes from a series of small wins. Every time you show up, every time you try, every time you push through, you're stacking victories. And with every victory, your confidence grows. Start small. Don't focus on the end goal right away. Focus on the next step. Focus on the next win. Maybe it's sending that email, making that phone call, or just getting out of bed when you don't feel like it. Those small wins add up. The more small victories you achieve, the bigger your confidence will grow. And one day you'll look back and realize you built something unstoppable. The truth is, no one is going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. If you want to succeed, you have to be your own biggest fan. You have to look in the mirror and say, I can do this. I am capable. I am enough. Self-belief is the driving force behind every success story. It's what keeps you going when everyone else doubts you. It's what helps you get up after every failure and try again. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. So stop waiting for external validation. Be your own cheerleader. The more you believe in yourself, the more the world will believe in you too. When you truly believe in yourself, doors will open. Opportunities will appear. The universe responds to the energy you put out. If you walk into a room with the belief that you belong, people will notice. If you approach every challenge with the belief that you can overcome it, you will. Self-belief is the key to unlocking your potential. It's the bridge between where you are now and where you want to go. When you believe, anything is possible. It's not about having all the answers. It's about having the belief that you will figure it out. When you believe, you open up a world of possibilities that doubt will try to close. So believe in yourself, because when you do, nothing can stop you. Persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who fail. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's persistence. Everyone faces obstacles, everyone faces failure, but it's the people who refuse to quit, the people who keep going when things get tough, who eventually win. You see, success doesn't come because you're the smartest or the fastest or the most talented. It comes to those who keep going even when the world tells them to stop. So ask yourself, are you ready to persist even when the going gets tough? Because that's what it takes. That's the difference. Think of a tree. It doesn't grow overnight. It starts as a small seed and it takes years for it to bear fruit. But if the tree gives up after the first winter, it will never see the rewards of its growth. Persistence is like that tree. It may take time. You may not see immediate results, but if you keep growing, keep pushing, and keep nurturing yourself, eventually you'll see the fruit of your labor. So stay strong, even when things seem hard. Remember, you're just in the growing phase. The fruit will come, but only if you keep going. Quitting is easy. It's the easy way out. But here's the truth. If you quit too soon, you're guaranteed to never reach the finish line. You'll never know what could have been if you don't see it through. You'll never experience the rewards of your effort if you stop before the finish line. Every time you want to quit, remind yourself, the finish line is just ahead. Push a little harder. Keep going a little longer. If you quit now, you'll never know how close you were to success. Success is not easy. There will be pain. There will be struggle. But I promise you, on the other side of that pain is the success you're chasing. Push through the discomfort. Push through the late nights. Push through the frustration. Every struggle is just a step closer to success. So don't stop now. You're closer than you think. You've been working hard. You've been pushing. You've been fighting. And I need you to know this. You are closer than you think. Don't quit now. Keep going. The breakthrough is right around the corner. Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep pushing. You've got this. You're closer than you think. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It's the key to unlocking your full potential. What you think shapes what you do. What you believe shapes what you achieve. If you think you can't do it, guess what? You won't. If you think you're not good enough, you'll hold yourself back. But if you believe in your abilities, If you believe that you can do anything, you will. So ask yourself, what are you telling your mind? Are you telling it you can or you can't? Because what you believe about yourself will determine how far you go. Your mind is the key. Use it wisely. Your mindset defines your reality. If you believe you're limited, if you believe that you can't grow, then you're stuck. But if you choose to adopt a growth mindset, you'll break through any limitations that hold you back. A growth mindset believes that you can always improve, that failure is just part of the journey, that setbacks are stepping stones. A fixed mindset, on the other hand, sees challenges as obstacles and failure as a permanent state. You can choose to grow. You can choose to break through your limits. It all starts with your mindset. If you're not growing, you're dying. There's no in between. Growth is the essence of life. If you're not constantly improving, constantly learning, constantly pushing yourself, then you're moving backward. A growth mindset makes you seek improvement in everything you do. It makes you see opportunities where others see obstacles. It turns failures into lessons and challenges into triumphs. So ask yourself, are you growing or are you just existing? Because growth is the key to a fulfilling, successful life. Never stop growing. The biggest enemy to your success isn't the world outside, it's the voice inside your head. Negative self-talk will tell you that you're not good enough, that you can't do it, that you should quit. But here's the truth, that voice is lying. It doesn't control you, you control it. You have the power to silence those negative thoughts. Every time they pop up, replace them with positive affirmations. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I can do this. Rewire your mind to focus on the positive. The more you replace negative self-talk with empowering beliefs, the easier it will be to stay on track. What you say to yourself becomes your reality. If you keep telling yourself you can't, you won't. If you keep telling yourself you're not enough, you'll never be. But if you speak positivity into your life, if you tell yourself you are capable, you are strong, and you are worthy, you will start to see those things become true. Words are powerful. What you say to yourself shapes your reality. So speak to yourself with love, with belief, and with confidence. Your words will become your truth. The time to act is now, right here, right now. No more waiting, no more excuses. You've heard the truth. You know what it takes. The question is, what will you do next? You can sit on the sidelines or you can step into your greatness, but you can't do both. You have the power to change your life. The question is, will you? Change doesn't happen tomorrow, it happens today. You have to make the choice right now. Will you keep putting off your dreams or will you take that first step today? Success is built on the actions you take today. So don't wait. Don't put it off. Make the choice to act, to change, and to move forward. Push yourself. Make it happen. The choice is yours. You have everything you need within you. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. You are capable of more than you think. Now go out there and prove it to yourself. Are you ready? Are you ready to take that first step toward your dreams? Because that's where it starts. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take action now. The rest will follow. Let's go.